This is a scholarship essay. It also is used on the Apply Texas for some colleges, a version of it. Some of these repeat. So your first one, we're going to pull up the prompt and look at it. Then we're going to set up your page, and I'm going to get you started with some pointers and some things you need to be aware of. Let's click on the prompt there and look at it. It is tell us your story. What unique opportunities or challenges have you experienced through your high school career that have shaped you who you are today? 250 word minimum unless you got accommodations, modifications, then you can do 175 words. The first thing you're going to need to do is create a doc in the assignment. So be sure to view the assignment and to open it up and view it, and your controls are over here. I am not in a student mode, so I have created a blank document here. Now I want you to start with, go to more fonts. We're actually going to set up your page here, and you're going to search for Bookman Old Style. That's the font that I like. It's easiest for me to read, and it's very clear. Then you're going to make sure that it is 12 point. Your entire document is 12 point. Then I want you to go to line and paragraph spacing over here. Click on that. You'll see the default is 1.15. I want you to go to double. All of our essays are double spaced in the Bookman font 12. You should never be bigger than that. You shouldn't be smaller than that. We're going to start, of course, with the MLA format heading for our paper. So you, the student's going to put your name. So our student puts his name. Then you're going to put your instructor's name. Then you're going to put the class period, the subject and class period you're in. So you are in English, so you can abbreviate that, 4, and the period is, okay, I'm going to say this, we're in 8th period, whatever class period you have. Then you're going to put today's date, because that is the day you are starting this essay. Hit enter once again, just once, and then you're going to go and create your title. So you're centering here, up here on the flush. You're going to go center alignment, and you can title that First Scholarship Essay. Okay, then you're going to hit enter once again, only once, and now you're ready to start your essay. Notice I don't put any space between the heading and the title, or between the title and the body. I don't want any extra spacing. I'll see it if you do that. So some of you are set up where it automatically indents paragraphs. Most of you aren't. If it automatically creates an indentation, don't hit tab, but mine doesn't. So I'm going to hit tab once. And so now I'm ready to start my essay. So we start with telling us your story. Well, these are people you are introducing yourself to. So you are going to start off with my name is, or I am. Do that. I am Joe McJohn, our fictional student here, and I am a graduating senior at Orangefield High School. High school is always 2 words. It is never 1 word. So now I've introduced myself. Then I'm going to move on to some of the things that I have to say about myself. Now, it says, what unique opportunities or challenges have you experienced throughout your high school career? Well, they're wanting to get to know you a little bit. Looking at our next slide here, I'm looking at some ideas that I can put in. What are my long-term and short-term goals in the future? What am I passionate about? And what triggered that passion for me? And then, but you want to include a little bit of your background, but not get too personal. My family has experienced many challenges during my school years. I have learned that these challenges can often be turned into opportunities. The thing about me giving you this information or giving you a sort of sample is every one of you is different. Every one of you has a different background, a different set of things you've been through. Some of you have been through some really tough stuff. Some of you haven't been through as much. But you can riff off of what you have. If you've been through a lot and you have a lot of things that you've experienced, you really want to play that. Like I've said here, you can't use my words, but my family's been through a lot of challenges, but I have learned that in those challenges there are opportunities, or I have learned strength and perseverance. Try to turn it into a positive as far as giving you positive characteristics. So, when you look at this, the prompt starts off with what unique opportunities or challenges have you experienced through high school? I think that you could start with, I've set it up with starting with challenges. I've been through many challenges. So I might mention 2 or 3 challenges that I've been through in the rest of this paragraph. I think that this sort of introductory paragraph needs to also have your desire, your determination to move forward. So I might go, as I move forward in the future, the challenges of the past have built up a sense of determination and grit, stamina, however you want to put that, to succeed in my future. So, next paragraph, you've introduced yourself just a little bit. Now I would begin writing about challenges. Some of the challenges I have faced are, and then talk about them. Spend a paragraph mentioning, go one by one, mention a few challenges you have had and what you've learned from those challenges. Try not to just say, my house flooded and whatnot. Try to say that you've learned that things can be replaced, that you've learned how to rip out and rebuild, that it's not the end of the world or end of everything. Then, once you've done this paragraph, I would go down and focus on some positives. There are also some great opportunities I have been given in recent years. This is where you can talk about if you've been involved in extracurriculars and if you've been in athletics, how athletics has helped you grow a sense of stamina, a sense of determination. If you've been in FFA competitions, if you've been in whatever, if you're holding a job and you have learned the some job skills, some workplace skills, or just the opportunity of going to school and being in the workforce, that would be your paragraph 3, I would say. Then as we go on, you need to close it out. So, you might go back to this concept of, as a graduating senior, my life is just beginning, and I am excited for the future. If you have a direction that you would like to head as far as career that go for it. Say it. I plan on majoring in education so that I can mentor young people and give back to my community, back to the community that has supported me so much. You really want to work in gratitude, and not whininess, but gratitude. So try not to get on your soapbox too much. Try not to get too much in the whiny mode, even though some of you have some serious things that you've experienced. Work in places throughout a sense of gratitude. If your athletics has been great, talk about how your coaches have inspired you. If you've had some challenges, mention how somebody, whoever they are, or groups of people have been supportive of you. The last thing that you should do in your paper is take the time to thank the reader for reading and considering your application. I would like to thank you for reading and considering my application for this opportunity. I would be honored to receive this scholarship and would work to represent this scholarship well. Okay? End with thanking them, and that you would be honored to receive the scholarship, or that it would be such a great feeling of thankfulness you would have. I'm leaving a lot of blanks here. I recognize that. It's hard for me to give something when there's so many of you with different pathways. Some of you are not going to college or school. Guess what? You still need to write this. It is a test grade, and besides, you need to be thinking about where you're headed in life and reflecting on where you've been and where you're headed and what your passions are. So take the time to work through this. You can mimic what I have here as far as the beginning and especially the end here, and some of this, but it needs to be you. I will see you when I'm back in class, and do the best you can, and I'll help you when I'm back in class.